safe haven for me lately is baking. I have made banana bread almost every day since this social isolation thing started. You can really practice mindfulness while baking. Just concentrate on the smells as you put each ingredient into the bowl. Focus on the way it feels when you stir in the flour. Is it harder to mix? Are you encountering more resistance, less resistance? What's the texture like? I've used the same recipe for banana bread almost every time I've made it. It's my favorite. I put a link down below if you want to try it. It is refined sugar-free, which is my favorite part. The only thing I will say is instead of using 1 teaspoon of vanilla, I use 2 because I love my vanilla. Instead of half a teaspoon of cinnamon, I use 1 teaspoon because I feel it gives the loaf a bit more of a kick. And it also reminds me of my dad's spice cake he used to make when I was a kid. Finally, the recipe does say to bake the bread for 55 to 65 minutes, but I've only been leaving mine in for 52 minutes because this ensures that the bread doesn't dry out. Because I really hate dry banana bread, it's gross. I've really paid attention to timing and I found 52 minutes to be the magic number. Along with baking, I've also been making myself other things that I enjoy that are good for me as well. I struggled for a long time to find a milk substitute for my coffee because I was drinking like a liter of whole milk a day, which can't be good for you. But now I have an answer. I've also linked the recipe below. I do it a little differently as well, so I'll quickly show you my version. So this is my favorite vegan coffee. Actually, the only vegan coffee that I like to drink. First of all, you're just gonna put half a cup of espresso in there. For me, that's like 2 shots of espresso. I make mine in this guy here. It's really easy, it's a stovetop one. I'm sure you've seen one of these before. Water and coffee go in here. Oh, that's gross. There's still coffee in there from when I made that. We'll clean that up later. Anyway, so I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit so it's not all sedimenty at the bottom, because that happens. It's been in the fridge overnight. So it brews a cup, and then I use half a cup for the latte. So I'm gonna put this bad boy in here. And then I'm gonna put a huge scoop of hazelnut almond butter, just because I really like nut butter. Looks something like that. I know it's kind of gross, but you know, you can put less if you want, if you think that's disgusting. Then I've got my maple syrup. Usually I put about a cap and a little bit full. So just fill it up there. Oh, that was a bit more than I was anticipating, but that's okay. This is a really good maple syrup. I got it from Whole Foods, and the value is really good because it's like $20-something, $26.99, something like that. Anyway, it's pretty good because that's a whole lot of maple syrup. So I was pretty happy with that deal. And then after that, we've got, forgot one thing, almond milk. This is my favorite almond milk, by the way. It's called Califia Farms. I use the original one. It's delicious. I've tried so many different almond milks. I like to experiment with my baking, and this, or whatever this is called, drink making. And this is the best one I found for this particular drink. Also, I'm using a really crappy blender, as you can see. It's a Magic Bullet. I don't recommend it. I would get something with a little more zing, you know? But that's all I have right now, and with this whole coronavirus thing, I'm not working, so can't really afford to get myself a new blender for a little while, but that's okay. It's all good. A Vitamix is on the list. It will happen one day. Dreams do come true. So now we're gonna do this. I like lots of almond milk. Kind of depends on how strong you like it. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I usually add a little bit of almond milk after I'm done this. So then I'll screw this thing on here. I mean, I don't know why I'm teaching you how to use a magic bullet. It's pretty straightforward, and if you have one, I'm sure you figured it out already. That should be about good. You want to blend it for quite a while so it's nice and frothy. And then, voila, you have this amazing vegan coffee latte mixture thing. I've included the links below for the coffee as well as the banana bread, so check it out. They're two of my favorite recipes and they're really getting me through this rough time. Oh, and one more thing. I have also been putting it in a jar, so I'll just pour this. I'm not very good at this yet, so just excuse my pouring skills. It was actually not so bad. I'm impressed. Anyway, so put it in there, put the lid on, shake it up. Sometimes I put some ice in it too to make it a little colder because I like my drinks, well, my iced lattes real cold. So yeah, that's that. Try these goodies and don't forget to practice your mindfulness in the